Nope. Hi, welcome to the last vlog of 2017. And I'm really excited because I got a pile of food. Now, I'm not very good at doing like eating shows are popular, mukbangs. Yeah, I'm not very good at that because I eat very slow. And I think my mouth looks gross when I'm eating, so I'm gonna do the best I can. So you want to go vegan in 2018? How cute. Well, I keep seeing posts like that, like on Twitter and whatnot. I keep seeing like people on YouTube, yeah, 2018, I'm gonna go vegan. I just wanted to talk about that, and I need to stop flashing my hands because my hands are also very disgusting. I've been playing with slime a lot lately, and I have like contact dermatitis. I don't know, talk about it. Anyway, so today to eat, I got some Thai. I asked on Twitter what I should get to eat, and this was what people voted for. And I have mixed feelings about it because it's like a lot of tofu, and I don't really like tofu, but that's okay. New year, new me, guys. Got some fried tofu here. I've got some, whatever. Let's get into the video. I've been rambling. I kind of don't even know where to begin, so I'm gonna do the best I can. So I asked on Twitter if you guys got questions about going vegan. I got a couple. I guess the first thing really I want to say about, like, yay, you want to go vegan this year. Why? Check yourself. Because I'm telling you right now, it's not exactly popular. Meaning, you're kind of going upstream, so you better have your reasons pretty straight. Because no matter what your reason is, even if you're doing it for a totally non-ethical, like health only, environment only, non-judgy reasons, people are gonna be annoyed at your choices anyway. I'm just letting you know. When I first went vegan, like about, I don't know, 2.5 years ago, went vegan, I did it because I wanted to do a high carb diet. I was sick of low carbing, I was sick of paleo, I lost a lot of weight. Let's see what this high carb thing is about. And high carb really only works if you're eating a vegan diet because most of the calories and animal products come from fat, blah blah blah. So I was doing it for like pretty non-judgy reasons, and still, people still felt compelled to tell me how much they love ham, how much they love bacon. Let me tell you, I won't get too into it. I want this video to be, like, not judgy, not graphic, but basically get yo reason straight, because people are gonna hate you. I'm just letting you know right now, it's not popular. People are going to be annoyed at you. So have your reasons straight. And I can tell you for myself, I've always had the unpopular opinion. I've always swam upstream where everyone else is swimming. Let's say they're swimming downstream to somewhere. I've been swimming upstream against them. It's just the story of my life. So I'm just letting you know that no matter what, even if you're like non-judgy, people are still gonna hate you. And I'm non-judgy. Here's the fried tofu. Non-judgy in that I understand I spent most of my life growing up eating meat. So I don't sit around and judge people. But another thing to keep in mind, people are gonna assume you're judging them anyway. So just have your reasons straight. It's got to come from the heart, because otherwise it's very disheartening. Because everyone else thinks that you're annoying. It tears your life and families apart. It's just what happens. I don't mean to, great, this is going to be like end up reasons why to not go vegan. I approve of this. Not my favorite thing I've ever eaten, but it's good. I'm really trying to start to like tofu. So anyway, it's upstream. People are gonna think it's weird. Your family's not gonna know what to make of it. It's even worse than politics. Say you had a hard time getting along with your family because of politics this past year. It's even worse than that, because at least with politics you can kind of put it aside and not talk about it for a second. You go vegan, there's none of that. Making a point the entire time, the entire meal, you're not eating what they're eating. You're eating something special. Or you're just sitting there only eating the asparagus. I mean, I'm just warning you, it's not... maybe not what you think it's gonna be. Let's get into the questions here. Ugh, I'm getting peanut sauce in my hair. Awesome. Don't mind me just scrolling through my mentions because I don't plan ever. I just don't. I'm not good at... Alright, here we go. Vitamin K asked me on Twitter about expectations of weight loss when you go vegan. I'm glad that this came up because look, you're not going to lose no weight going vegan. I'm telling you this right now. It's just a way of eating. It's not a diet. It's not like you go vegan, you're automatically going to lose weight. It's look, there's vegan donuts. There's vegan fried tofu. That's probably, I don't know the calories of this, but it's probably not. This is not going to help me lose weight. There's you could get a pizza with vegan cheese. That is not healthy. Yeah, it does. I mean, I would say a vegan diet helps in that vegan foods tend to be lower in fat. They tend to be higher in fiber. They tend to be lower in calorie, but not all of them. So expectations for weight loss, I wouldn't expect to lose anything unless you go on like a high carb vegan diet, which you could Google yourself. I'm not getting into that here. Or you could, I know vegan keto is a thing, though I don't, look, I'm sitting here eating fried tofu. I'm not good at anything. Oh good, I got peanut sauce all over my pants. Awesome. Here's another one. Cerebro Side asked me on Twitter about finding the best vegan cheese. Look, I got nothing for you. I'm not that into cheese. I've let go of cheese. Let me tell you, cheese is nasty. You know, once you get your head around what cheese is and how gross the industry is, you kind of want nothing to do with it. And, I mean, I don't know, I just don't crave it. I think it's gross. The other day, I was with my mom and she was eating like some brie. And she kept saying to me, "Oh, I feel so bad eating this in front of you." Are you kidding me? That stuff's disgusting. I want nothing to do with it. That's another thing. People are going to feel so bad whenever they eat in front of you. And it's like, really? That looks gross. I want nothing to do with that. That animal that it came from suffered a short, miserable life, probably never seeing the sun, living in its own filth. And it's just not appetizing to me. Anyway, regarding vegan cheese, I never got into it. It's one of those things, it's expensive. I wish I could help you. I can tell you I don't like Daiya cheese. Daiya is like the popular one that's in grocery stores. Except the mozzarella. I like Daiya mozzarella, but I have to use a lot of it. One of my favorite followers, Carmi, said you could talk about how it's actually not that complicated, that you don't need to purchase expensive vegan organic brands to be vegan. Like, there are great easy options. Like, I don't know, I have oatmeal for breakfast every day. I eat peanut butter and jelly. I like rice and I like vegetables, and so I'll have like a bunch of rice and a bunch of vegetables. I eat, I don't know, you can get vegan, California rolls. You can get, I don't know, it's just not complicated. People make this switch to be like such a big deal. I maintain that the biggest deal about going vegan is not about how you're eating. Because like I've said, once you wrap your head around what meat and dairy is, it's very unappetizing. If you give any sort of crap about like the earth or the environment, then you're just not going to want to have anything to do with it anymore once you educate yourself a little bit. It's not that. The hardest part is socially, because all of a sudden you're going to be eating differently than everybody else. And even if you're not judgy or you don't judge, people are going to assume that you're judging them all the time. And they're going to assume that you think you're holier than thou. And they're going to Just because, I don't know, I'm just warning you. The hardest part, hands down, is socially. So I could sit here and talk all day about how what you eat, how it's not hard. That's besides the point. My good friend Michelle said to me, she asked me how hard it is to transition and whether I'm 100% vegan with like makeup, soaps, clothing, or is it just my diet? And I can tell you that transitioning often takes a long time. I would maintain that I think it's better to just recognize that the animal agriculture industry is a problem and to start making different choices. You might find you might not go 100% vegan overnight, but it's nice if you start like eating less meat or eating more vegan meals. Like maybe having a vegan meal a day. You know, one thing I've realized looking around now that I'm vegan, most people eat meat or dairy every meal they eat. So even if you just cut it back, like a vegan meal a day, that's a huge step. I'm not one of those, like, I don't know. I think just making steps like that is really huge. Just recognizing that the industry is a problem is huge. I can't sit here and say that I'm 100% vegan. I know that medication that I take, for example, is tested on animals, but the medication really helps me. So I'm not about to stop taking it. And trust me, I've wanted to. Knowing that it was tested on it or whatever, it's not vegan. I've wanted to stop taking it, and I've even tried, but it makes my legs hurt when I don't take it really bad. So, I mean, but I'm doing the best I can. Regarding makeup and clothing and stuff, I do the best I can. If I'm gifted something that's not vegan, I'm probably not going to throw it out, especially if I like it. If I have old stuff from before I went vegan, like leather things, I'm not going to throw it out. Like I said, my medication's not vegan. So I wouldn't say I'm 100% vegan, but I do eat entirely vegan. I don't eat meat or dairy. I avoid meat and dairy. Let's see, Carrie Ann wanted me to talk about the environmental reasons to go vegan. I really don't want this vlog to be disgusting. I don't want to get into it too much, except I'll just say one thing that I think nobody ever thinks about is all these animals. You have thousands of animals penned up in a thing. They've all got to go to the bathroom somewhere. I'm not gonna, look, I'm eating. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but that ends up in, it's just not, I don't know. It's a really gross industry. Just don't. You can Google that on your own accord, I guess. Ben Starr on Twitter said, I think he's joking, how do I make almond milk mixed properly with coffee? I've been into black coffee lately. I mean, I've never had a problem getting almond milk or soy milk or anything to mix with my coffee, but for some reason Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks can do it just fine. I would talk to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks about that, because they can do it. Basically what I wanted to go over is that you're gonna be going upstream with this decision. Expect that you decide to go vegan or even just cut back, and everyone's gonna start talking to you about how much they love bacon and could never give it up, and how much they love meat, and everyone's gonna become a dietitian, and everyone's gonna tell you about how you need meat to live and how you need meat to digest nutrients. It's really annoying, so I just wanted you guys to be aware of it. Have a plan. See, my thing for 2018 is I'm done debating. If someone wants to debate me, they can debate their own conscience, because, look, for me, it's a values thing. You either share these values or not. It's kind of like, if you're pro-choice, or if you're pro-life, then you're not going to be able to debate each other, because you have different values. Like, at the end of the day, a pro-life person believes it's wrong to kill a fetus. A pro-choice person thinks that a fetus is not a life. So it's like, it's just a core values thing. You can't really debate. And that's how I feel about my eating vegan. I'm done debating. Like, you know, this is either important to you or not. So, yeah. If anyone wants to, like, debate or argue in the comments or something, I don't care. Debate with yourselves, because I'm done. People have wanted to debate me. People want to, like, this or that me. Like I've said, I'm done. So, yeah. I didn't even open my pad thai yet. How am I gonna eat this? That I have no bowl. I did not think. I just sat down and started talking and opened the bag. I really sucked. What I'm gonna do is eat that, and I'm just gonna put this rice in there, in the container, and I'm just gonna eat it. Oh good, I spilled rice everywhere. And then my camera stopped recording. Anyway, so just expect everyone to hate you when you go vegan. Expect everyone to debate you. It is what it is. One thing that many people have said to me is, oh, going vegan, you know, you can't, there's so many problems, you can't do everything about everything. So it's like basically them being like, STFU and eat meat like I do. And to me it's like, no. I'm not trying to do everything about every little problem. I'm doing what I can about what I can. And I mean, I don't know, this was rambling. This was a terrible video. But that's me. I'm not good at basically much. You know, that's the thing. You know, I'm vegan and everybody hates me, but look, I'm on the fringe of society to begin with. I'm like disabled. I'm friggin', you guys know I have MS. I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna be, my life isn't gonna be downstream to begin with. So maybe that's why it's a little easier for me, because my existence is upstream. So, might as well eat upstream. I mean, it's also just, you know, one thing that they do know about MS is that, great. Anyway, one thing that they know about it, that could have been way worse than it was, wow. Anyway, they know that stress, for some reason, really aggravates it, or stress something, and, you know, I can say that when I've had exacerbations, they were usually during very stressful times in my life, usually involving my job, and I've decided I don't want to eat that stress. You know, I just don't. Especially dairy. You know, these, God, I don't want to get into it because I'm literally going to get upset. But that's just something I don't want to consume. So, I just don't want to eat it. Period. I think it's gross. I think it's damaging to the environment. I think it's damaging for my health. And they just get solid on your personal reasons, like that, like me, and it's not gonna matter what people think or say about you, because you'll be solid in your own, well, I know why I'm doing this. And unless you want to spend all day debating everybody, it's easier for me to just be like, okay. And just keep my mouth shut, keep my head down, and do what I do, knowing what I'm doing is better for myself and better for the environment and better for whatever. I don't know. I just do it for you. That's my long, winding. God, this is so effing good. Oh, holy tofu. Just do it for you. But don't expect to automatically lose weight. That's my video. You see this? I really just need to take these pants off. Ugh. Yuck. I'm gonna end up tripping on this and getting pad thai all over my floor.